Shag here, I'm back. So we did take a bit of a leave there. I apologize. I had some things in my life to get straightforward. I was, as some of you saw from Instagram post, I was on a cruise to Alaska, and there were a couple days where you just did nothing and there wasn't a whole lot to do. So I basically just had some time to think, plus being on the East Coast time and being 4 hours difference. I was up at 2 in the morning in Alaska, and I was like, I don't know. So that being said, I got some time to think to myself. I went and I quit my car club. Just some things that just needed to get done that I didn't get to do. And so I did scare a few people on my Instagram post there, and I said like, hey, I'm leaving for a few weeks, or I'm going off the radar. Well, I apologize for putting everyone in that situation. I had a couple people call me and text saying, hey man, you good? You good? I get why there's a reason for, worry. Trust me, I understand. I apologize for putting everyone in that situation. So what happened was I thought to myself, like, man, I'm alone. There's some things in my life I need to get straightened out. So unfortunately, the way things are going, that didn't happen, but it's just because it's going to take time to get the things that need to get done. So what I was originally trying to do is I was trying to get another job. I need more income. I know that's just about everyone's complaint. They need more income. Well, I'm getting married in a year, so I'm trying to get money put away, trying to get a house, and also have a little more side income to invest in the channel for the viewers here. So that's been the update on that. And I, once again, apologize, been off the radar, but I am back now. I'm going to try and start filming at least every other week if I can. And summer's coming to an end, so I know it's kind of hard to do all that, but as they say, I'm only one man. But nah, so a little bit of an update to try to get a job. I am currently employed before everyone thinks, oh, he's unemployed now. I'm trying to get another job, or go to a job that pays better, and I'm looking for a large pay increase jump, so it's kind of why it's taking some time, and I know my self-worth before everyone starts putting that one out there. So with that being said, I was trying to get another job. I had one interview. It was very awkward. The guy it was one of the most oddest interviews I've ever gone to. Like, the guy kept dwelling on why I had my supervisor, my current reference. He's like, oh, does he know that you use your reference? I'm like, yeah. Does he know that you're leaving the job? No. I understand that brings up some issues with a lot of people, but it's what it is, man. Like, sometimes you got to go find a position that pays better or does what you need to do. You can't stay at the same place. One thing I kind of grew up doing with multiple positions I've been in is when you get comfortable, you don't get anywhere. Unfortunately, you stay where you're at, and I'm trying to aggressively move up that ladder, man. So that also brings me to the next point. So that was the update with the job. The other thing I was trying to do is just, my house is a mess, and unfortunately, it's just because we've had a lot of people moving in and out. We've also been trying to clean out a relative's home after they passed away, and a lot of stuff has just come back to the house, and it's made a mess. I'm sure you've seen in the videos, as soon as you've seen the garage, just that my garage is a freaking mess. I had nowhere to put the damn bike. So we got the garage cleaned up, thank God. Now that we have the garage all cleaned up, we can possibly take on a project. Me and Max are discussing what the next plan is going to be on that one. So then what I'm trying to do is just trying to get things straightened out. So I said, like, I'm trying to rid clutter of my life, trying to get my life situated, oh yeah, and those other things. So when I got back to the cruise, like I said, I've been going for a month, so like it was my birthday, and I was excited. I got some new tools, got a new tool set, thank God. I know I'm thanking everyone here, because like, just the house was such a damn mess, man. I couldn't get anything done. Just projects are the last thing on my mind. So essentially right now, I just turned 24, man. I'm trying to get my life together. That's just the main plan. Get my finances straight, get everything situated, and then my life will be on easy street. So that being said, that's kind of my update on that. That's where I've been, what's happening. I apologize for being gone for so long. I know a lot of people are asking me, hey man, when's the next video coming out? I was like, sorry man, just I had to take a break to get myself mentally organized there. And I know people have had to do that before. You know, there's times when you gotta just get your life straight. You know, you're just like, you know, I just gotta take a break from everything real quick, get my mindset straight and all taken care of. It is what it is, man. Oh, so I appreciate the all of a sudden flow of Instagram likes and followers. All of a sudden, I didn't know what happened. I was just posting pics. So so bringing up here more bikes here. So my buddy, he has a I'm sure you may have seen in the videos. I'm not sure if I've posted before. Kieran, the guy who had that R6 we were trying to start up. So we took it to a shop in Delaware called Speedworks. They actually work for Moto2 Imports. They import Japanese motorcycles, but they'll do project bikes. Like, they literally say, like, you know, as long as you can afford it, we'll build anything you damn want. And I saw a couple custom two-stroke race bikes they built, so I was like, oh, well, that's what's up. I'm down for that. That's awesome. So they my buddy's VFR, it bottomed out the suspension one time we were riding, and it needed to be replaced. The suspension literally just blew itself out one time. It's not because he was beating the crap out of it. It's because 97 to 695, there's a couple transitions that are just garbage. There's one part where it's the lip in the pavement where you thought the pavement was flush, but then you see there's a lip that thick and you smack it on the rear tire of your bike. It hurts. I mean, every time I go over, I have to slow down and stand up while on the bike. It's unsettling, to say the least. So the R6 found some troubles, and he's like, well, I'm gonna see if they do regular maintenance. I'm like, go for it, dude, tell me what they say. So he found out that they do regular maintenance, they do upgrades, they will build everything. I was like, I told him, like, dude, it sounds like you got everything situated, so what are you gonna do? He's like, well, he told me, I'm gonna go take the R6, get the carbs clean, get everything situated, just get the thing an overall tune-up. And I told him, like, you know, as long as it's been sitting in the winter, it probably needs one hell of a tune-up. And it turns out that's what they did. They redid the carbs, they changed spark plugs. What else did they do? They did something else with it, but I basically got it running. Oh, they checked the harness because apparently something else was going on with it to where it couldn't pass inspection because the horn wasn't working. So that had to be done so it could pass inspection, because, you know, it's a fun little bike for the block I got to drove it on. I enjoyed it. So he also took his VFR there to get the shock replaced, and the guy offered is like, well, hey, you know, there's a couple different options you can do here. He's like, the VFR can use CBR 929 suspension, and he's like, well, that's kind of tempting, and make this thing a little more aggressive in the turns. And he's like, well, you have that as an option, or if you wanted to, you could also, I'd have to get the name of the company. I unfortunately don't know the company. I'll get it back to you guys. It's kind of interesting. It's this racing suspension built specifically for the VFR. It's handmade in England. You know, those guys know how to play with bikes over there too. So basically, they ordered the shock, got it. Actually, I think they did the front as well. I drove it. For all you VFR 800 guys out there, I'm gonna tell you right now, that thing handles amazingly better than it does stock. Like night and day, man. Night, man. But no, it really does blow me away how much they cleaned that thing up with the handling. It honestly does make a world of difference. I'm not gonna say it's as flickable as my 650, but compared to stock, oh man, that thing wants to lean. At first, you know, when I was trying to like hang my leg out there and drag a little knee, it looked like I was just draping off the side of the bike. But now that I drove it on that suspension, oh my gosh, she just wants to lean in. It's a world of difference. So that being said, I might review those bikes, but I gotta get everything checked out, make sure it's good with the owners, make sure he's good, let me use his bike for a little bit. So yeah, that's been your news up to the minute. But yeah, so I know I say that a lot. So what's going on with that? That's the update with me. Update on what's going on with the bikes. I have been looking at a couple different motorcycles as particular projects. The one I've been looking at, and you know, give me your input on this one. I think they could be a lot of fun. I was checking out, you know, those Tomos mopeds. Yeah, I was looking at a couple 90s ones. I think they'd be really fun for the bang for buck. I was checking one out. One because I think my fiance would love to learn how to drive a bike, and she thought it looked kind of cool. And I remember I had to get rid of my, I don't think anyone saw my 50. I had a little 50cc dirt bike she was going to learn on, but just didn't happen. There was a lot of problems with the neighbors. Fun stuff, right? So that's what's going on with that. So I was looking at one of those, see if we can get a couple mods done. My buddy, Pass with Class, check him out. He would be the guy who's telling me about the Tomos. He knows a lot about cars and motorcycles. He's a very knowledgeable guy. Check out his channel. He does kind of urban exploration. Check out some places like that. And he does love to do cars. So, once again, get a chance, check out his stuff. He's a really cool guy. And on that note, I appreciate everyone joining me this morning for that possibly quick update. Try to make it as best I could. And y'all have a good one. Peace.